To get something you never had, you have to do something you never did.
For somebody going through tough times, for somebody struggling just to keep your head above water, you're trying, but things don't seem to be quite working out the way you planned.
So basically, when all this pandemic started, I came to my grandmother, to the country house we have outside of the city. And I was playing with him for a lot of many days, and at one point I noticed that he's struggling with his left leg. And we started to going to the doctor, and the doctor said that he has to do the operation.
It's been a long time since we have actually recorded anything. I think the last time was in February. Yeah, I think it was in February. And now it's almost summer, almost June. And actually a lot of things have changed since then, so as you remember, we had an office, we had a team, right? So a lot of things had to be restructured due to Instagram limits, Instagram rules. So I actually had to basically kind of went separate ways with a lot of people, and but it's not in a bad way. I think it's could be in a good way as well. You can take a step back or 2 step backs, but then you can take a really big step forward. So right now I'm actually, I already took a few steps back, and I'm planning to go for a really big step, and I'm excited for new things to come as well. So this is very important, you know, for all of you. You know, you can work really hard, right? You can spend hours, and obviously make more money, but you can also build a system which will not necessarily, you know, you should not necessarily work a lot of hours to have more outcome, but you have to work smarter, build that system in order for it to work more efficient for you.
Hi, Daria. How are you?
Hey, Vasily, so good to see you, to hear you. I'm great. It's actually almost 1 a.m., so just the time to start hustling.
Sorry to keep you up late, but for us it's as you can see, it's just the day is just starting. So how you been? So where are you right now? Just tell a little bit.
I'm good. I'm in California with my mom in a very nice place called Lake County. So the nature here is beautiful. We're surrounded by forests, by streams, creeks, lakes.
Daria, you know, she's helping me with the book. She's developing. She's also, she's basically helping me with the book. So it's kind of like a part of, what we're working together. But she also has other things she's doing. So, we're continuing to work. She's helping me with the copywriting. So we're doing some part-time work as well. How your life, like your overall things have changed, maybe business opportunities. Just talk a little bit about how was this transition.
The transition was quite calm, actually, and strangely, COVID kind of helped me with this transition, because I was thinking that I'd have to come and search for an offline job, which I was doing quite actively, and I almost found a few opportunities. But because of all the lockdowns and all the shelter-in-place orders, many offline businesses are closed right now. So I had to open my computer and continue doing overall what I was doing before in Russia. So some copywriting, some translating, but I opened up some new skills as well. I found out that I could teach music online and as you remember, my primary education is in the musical field, and I set that aside for a while, but now there's so many video conference opportunities and tools that you can use that teaching online is quite convenient actually. I mean, my students are closer to San Francisco, so they're in the Bay Area, and if usually I would have to spend several hours to drive to them, now I can just press a button on the phone or the computer and we can begin our lesson. So that has been quite a nice experience, and we'll see how long that will last.
Let's suppose that you were able every night to dream any dream you wanted to dream. And that you could, for example, have the power within one night to dream 75 years of time, or any length of time you wanted to have. And you would naturally, as you began on this adventure of dreams, you would fulfill all your wishes. You would have every kind of pleasure conceived.
Alina! Hi. Welcome to our team.
Thank you.
Are you excited?
Yes.
Alina, how are you?
Hi, Vasily.
So I know the situation obviously is tough with all this virus and things like that. So just describe how you were actually able to transition, because obviously your passion and your as well business is slim and strong, right? So you're doing a lot of offline workouts like boot camps and all that stuff. So how you're able to transition? What did you actually do to continue operating?
So every day during 3 months, I do workouts on Instagram, online trainings with my girls. And today will be my 66th training.
Wow.
Or 67. And every day at 5 o'clock, I organize live on Instagram, and about 20 girls train with me every day. I did trainings with some celebrities, and also I made several collaborations with brands, with beauty brand, with clothes brand. A lot of new girls came to my project, and now in Home and Strong there are more new girls who train with me than girls who visited the trainings at the gym with me.
So I had another great talk with Alina, and you know, was interesting fact. She hasn't mentioned it during our call, but I talked to her later, and she said that when she started doing these online trainings on Instagram for her private club, basically where people pay like a membership, she was able to make much more money in 2 months doing that, compare what she used to make before with for entire 6 months, right? So this is incredible how this situation completely transitioned her trainings, basically forced her to go into the online, and then she made this concept, which is incredible. I think I have not seen many people do that, and she's making much more money because of it. So sometimes in life you have those, changes, and for me obviously it was a huge change where I had to start completely from zero, so I had to take those steps back. And I think for people who face those kind of issues, the first thing, it's important to obviously trying to find the positive. And when I got into this situation, obviously I had to owe money to some people, I had to do a huge restructures. So what I started to do first thing is I tried to speak with some people, and I have some friends who have much higher experience in entrepreneurial world, and a lot of them, pretty much the majority of them, have faced even worse situation than me. So they had faced situations where completely no money, they had to fire everyone, right? And they shared this experience with me. They share that this is part of the business, like this could definitely happen. And the thing is, you have to start solving step by step. So this situation honestly is bringing a lot of changes, right? And I would say it brings also a lot of opportunities for a good cause. So no matter what happens, it may be in the short term, you're gonna have a struggle, you're gonna have problems. In the long term, it's gonna be really effective. As you can see from Daria, from Alina, they've been working and they've been transitioning. For Alina, the transition has forced her to go into online, and that's happening for a good cause. So no matter what's happening, stay positive and keep working hard.